Well, your theme of the month doesn't suck, that's for sure. Theme of the month, the lovers. All right, Cancer. So whether you're single or looking to reconcile, you have that to look forward to. I hope you're happy about that. Definitely not going to complain about the lovers card, right? If you're single, this tells me love's coming in. You may have already met this person or you will be meeting them fairly soon. Having the lovers come up in the theme, I feel like if you haven't met them, you will be. And it's going to be kind of a lullaby month. I don't know why that just came into my head, but I keep hearing like a lullaby, like you're going to be lulling each other to sleep. Corny, I know, but it's almost Christmas. I can't help it. So the lovers card coming up here, if you're single, definitely says, hey, like, there's something on the horizon. And for some of you, I'm getting this, like, pay attention. Like you're not seeing something, like somebody who's a friend of yours wants to be more than friends, or somebody, that you maybe see in the grocery store a lot, or somebody who works somewhere that you frequent. Like, I feel like they've given you some signals and you're not paying attention, is what I'm hearing. But just overall in general, a really good theme of the month, Cancer. All right, if you're looking to reconcile, also very good. This tells me if you haven't been in contact, there's a possibility you will be in contact, a very big possibility. The duality is still there. The connection is still there. It's not broken. It's just the fact that, like for some reason you can't come together. And for some of you, it's big. It was like infidelity. It was whatever. And for others of you, it's like drama, and you need to just drop the drama so that you guys can be together. But I feel like there will be some entanglement, whether that's communication, whether that's actual getting together. There will be some sort of movement here. All right. The next card you have is your current position coming into the month. So that's interesting, but that kind of makes sense. You have the 8 of Swords. Okay. The 8 of Swords is about trying to control a situation that you have complete control over, but you're feeling helpless about. So like this person could walk out the front door, but instead they're leaning over a bunch of swords. It's self-imprisonment. It's keeping yourself locked up in a situation you're not happy with. If you're single and you want to meet somebody, it feels like you need to do the work. And I'm not saying you're not doing the work, you're not getting out there, you're not on dating sites, you're not whatever, but some of you are just kind of like ho-humming it. Well, I'll wait for somebody to contact me. And this is kind of saying, no, like start hitting up people on the dating site or go to meetup groups and talk to everybody. Even if they don't come across as your type, there's something interesting here going on. Like it's right in front of you, but you're not looking at it. And I don't know why that keeps coming in. So maybe I'll title your video, It's Staring Right at You, because I feel like that's what I'm getting here. Like you're going, this sucks. I don't want to be single for the holidays. Or if you're out of the country, I don't want to be single for the summer. I want to take a vacation, whatever it is. And this is you like imprisoning yourself in a situation that I feel like you have some sort of control to get out of. Maybe you're just bored. Maybe you're tired of doing the ho-hum of the dating sites. Maybe you're feeling a little like, ugh, like this isn't, it's not working. This isn't what I'm looking, because I feel this energy of like, do I have to do this again? This is repetitive, like it's cycle over and over and over. But I feel like this month is different for some reason. Like put the pedal to the metal and get a move on, because there's like something waiting for you here. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, I feel like it's very similar. If you want to get out of the situation, you want to be with this person, like you need to let it be known, or they need to let it know. So cross watchers or you, somebody needs to just take control of the situation and say, look, I love you. I care about you. I want to be with you wholeheartedly. Do you want that with me? Because I feel like you're both waiting for somebody to say something and nobody's saying anything. Or like if you're tired of the situation, for majority of you, I feel like you want to move forward with this person, but you're not. You're like stuck. But I feel like it's like self-imprint. Like, are they telling you, hey, I miss you? And you're going, that's great. No, if they're telling you that, reciprocate and be like, I miss you too. I love you too. Like, I feel like some of you are hanging them out to dry just to kind of prove like you screwed up. But I feel like now's the time to not do that. Or again, if you're in a situation that you're not happy with and they're not fulfilling what you're hoping that you guys could come to, I would start moving in a different direction. I would start dating. I would start doing other things, because maybe this will ramp up the fact that they need to get a move on. Maybe this will ramp up the fact that they really need to put their best foot forward. So again, I don't feel like this is a long-term anything. I just feel like this is kind of the momentum coming into the month. This can't be long-term with the Lover showing up here. The next card you have is how you're feeling inside coming into the month. And you have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is very generous, but she's also motherly, very nurturing. Somebody that people are drawn to, kind of like the King of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles comes across as like a magnetic type of energy. So in your mind, if you're single, you're going, I want somebody to love on. I want somebody to dote on. I want somebody to possibly have children with, or a family. Even if your family consists of 2 dogs and a cat, whatever it is for you that you want, it's like you're yearning to give that to somebody, but you're feeling a little bit stuck. I feel like if you start putting that energy forward, like just talking to everybody, saying hi to just random people. And I know, but you'd be surprised the conversations you can strike up. There've been a lot of videos people have done where like, oh, I made a deal with myself that I would strike up a conversation with a random person for a week, one day every week. And you'd be surprised what can come of that. So I feel like this is you. Maybe you've been holding back because you're feeling the humdrum of the everyday, the dating cycle or whatever. But this is saying, okay, so then start talking to people. Start talking to people you would never see yourself talking to. If you go to meetup groups or talk to your friends and say, hey, I have a company party coming up, or I want to do something fun for the holidays with, a cute guy or girl to talk to. Do you know anybody? Like, this is like you, drawing people in, but by presenting yourself as somebody who's really full of love and life and energy and generosity. If you're looking to reconcile, the Queen of Pentacles is also saying, look, you may have to be the person to put your guard down. Now, I don't often say that to Cancers because a lot of times I think Cancers get stepped on to a certain extent. And so it's really important that the other person present what they want. But for some of you, I feel like maybe they have a little bit and you've been like, that's not enough. That's not enough. That's not enough. Well, if you want this person back, that may have to be enough for now. They may show you what they're made of more later, but they may need, especially if you're dealing with another water sign or you're dealing with like an air sign, they may need a little more of a nudge that you're still interested, that you still want to be with them. So if you're looking to reconcile, if you're waiting for the first contact to come from them, fine. I do think that they will do it. But if they do contact you, just feel generous, just feel appreciative that they did. Even if it's not, I love you, I miss you, I want you back, I want you to be the mother of my kids or the father of my kids. If they say, hello, I miss you, run with it. The next card you have is your distant past, or the past 5-10 years, could be your childhood. And you have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a miserly energy. This is a very possessive, frugal energy. So if you're single or looking to reconcile, always read this together because it's usually a distant past. Like I said, it could go back to childhood. This is the universe's way of this month saying, either stop repeating a pattern that you've been repeating or understand that a certain thing that happened in your past affects your relationships now and try and get away from that. Or if it's a really positive card, it's something that you need to harness and bring into this month to kind of move things in the direction you're wanting to. The Four of Pentacles I would leave in the past. This definitely tells me some of you lived in some sort of poverty. Maybe some of you lived in cars. Maybe you lived with single parents who struggled. And this is kind of like a promise to yourself that I don't want to see myself do that. I don't want to struggle. I don't want my kids to struggle. I don't want my family to struggle. I don't want my significant other, my partner, whoever, to struggle. So this is definitely saying, especially in December, I find it very interesting that this is coming up for you because I feel like this is you counting your blessings this month. Okay. This is you saying, I appreciate everything I have. And not that you don't, because Cancers are very generally, will count their blood, will say they're very thankful. Okay. It's not like you generally take things for granted, but this for some reason is striking me as like, go out and do like the angel tree or something, give back, because I feel like that's going to lift your spirits a lot as well and put you in a different direction, like volunteer or, I don't know, buy somebody's groceries for them, whatever. But I'm just, for some reason, this is ringing true to like in the past, maybe somebody was really good to you, or maybe somebody helped your family, or maybe you used to do these things for other people and you got out of the thick of it. And now like maybe doing something generous for somebody else will lift your spirits, will make you feel better this month. And in turn, bring this glow about you that you internally always have, but maybe you just need to be reignited because you do care about other people, because you do have a generous nature. So for whatever reason, this card is screaming at me like, forget the past. Like you have a choice to either say, this sucks and I've had it hard and my life has been hard and it's always something and there's always a rocky road and it's always a challenge. Or you can say, you know what, there's somebody out there who has it worse than me. So again, count your blessings. I don't know why. And that really makes me want to tear up for some reason. So that may resonate with nobody, but for some of you, I just feel like you've been through a lot. and you have, like, some of you had to struggle and overcome. And unfortunately, some people are just in life, they can handle a lot more than others. And so for some of you, I feel like that's something you should appreciate instead of feel negative about, which is hard because it's hard not to sometimes feel like you deserve a break, right? The next card you have is your immediate past. So the past few weeks, past month or so, and you have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands tells me that a lot of you are looking forward. You're wanting to break ground, so to speak. So if you're single, this is either you're finally deciding to get back out there, you're finally deciding to look and see what, maybe what's out there in the dating world, maybe even taking a break, because the Two of Wands, again, is looking forward, and it's like knowing what your goals are and deciding how you're going to proceed. This is definitely a moving forward, looking forward card of momentum. So I feel like some of you have figured out what you want, and you're ready to go after it. But with this right here, I feel like you're holding yourself back. And for some of you singles, I feel like this is somebody else, like maybe somebody that kept telling you, you guys were going to have a future together, you were going to be together, and they're dragging their feet. So it's like, if they're not working out for you and you guys have just been dating and nothing's coming to fruition, break it off, walk out that door. Don't keep hanging yourself over those swords. Because for some of you, I feel like this might be a person that you've dealt with, that you've been talking to and been hanging out with, and they keep saying, oh yeah, eventually we're gonna, and it's not happening. So move on from that, because this is groundbreaking. This is planning, put yourself first, plan what you want. And when the right person comes along, it will like fall into place. You won't have to shove them to fit into your life. You won't have to rearrange everything. It'll just kind of fit like a puzzle piece. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, I feel very similar with this as the singles. I feel like you should be making goals, not making goals with them, because a lot of you aren't communicating. You don't know what's going on with them. Although I feel like obviously there's still really strong connection. So I wouldn't worry about it too much, but this is like, set your goals in sight, figure out what you want to do in life, figure out where you're going. And if they come back, it will fit and you guys can move in the same direction. And if they don't, or, like if your goal is eventually I want to get married, eventually I want to have kids, eventually I want to whatever your goal is, not everybody wants those things. Whatever it is, if they come back into your life, you guys can move in that direction again. If they come back in your life and they're like, I never want to get married, well, at least and you can already start planning for your future. The biggest thing is plan for you, not for we, until you know what the heck we is doing. The next card you have is your distant future. So over the next few months, because the sun is beautiful. The sun is bright. The sun is self-awareness. It's hope. It's faith. It's keeping things alive. So if you're single, there's definitely somebody you're going to be meeting that is going to revamp your faith in, love, your faith in other people, your faith and hope in meeting somebody, because this is a clear-sightedness. This is about a solution. So if you're single, you're definitely going to find the solution to meeting somebody, and you're going to see things clearly. If you're single, there's a bright future ahead of you with this sun card, especially coming into the new year. I think it's going to be an amazing year for Cancers and for all signs, but with this sun, it's basically keep the hope alive, keep the faith alive, and what will come will come. But I think there's some big things coming for you. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, it's very similar. These two people are dancing under the sun. Get to a place where you can do that. I know, easier said than done. You've got to get out of certain situations. You've got to figure things out. I get that. But I think if you start planning for your future, there's going to be some sort of pull on them to kind of go, what is this person doing? I want a future with them. They're moving ahead. They're moving on in life. They seem so self-assured. I want to be on that train with them. I want to, go for that ride with them. I want a future with them. And I think there's a possibility of having a really bright future here. The next card you have is your immediate future. So over the next few weeks, throughout the month of December, and you have the Four of Wands, which is beautiful. The Four of Wands is one of my favorite cards in the deck. This is happiness. It's first completion. It's lovers. Okay. So if you're single, definitely meeting somebody this month that can take you to this place, that you guys can, build life together. Again, start setting your goals. This person will come in, they will have very similar goals, and you can get to this place. Like I said, the Four of Wands is a happiness. It is a first completion. So if you're single, I definitely don't think you will be single for very long, or at least if you do stay single, you will be single with somebody who is single, but you guys are just talking to each other. I don't feel like there's going to be a lot of communication with more than one person, maybe two. But again, this is a stability, and it's a resting place. So this is kind of getting out of the chaos of the dating scene or whatever you're doing right now to meet people and actually, focusing on one person. Okay. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, it's very similar. I feel like there's communication coming in, or you're going to communicate with them. And once you do communicate, there's a resting spot. Maybe things aren't perfect. Maybe you're not ready to jump back into whatever you were talking about before. If you were talking about marriage, if you were talking about kids, if you were talking about moving in together, whatever it is, I don't know that you'll necessarily jump right into that, but I think the future sets a clear sight that the biggest thing you know is that you both want to be together, and that's the direction that you're going to head. Whether it's, hey, let's get married tomorrow, or whether it's, I still love you. The most important thing I know is that I want you in my life. Either one, it doesn't matter, because they'll both suffice, because I think you both have come to a point where either you've fought off and on, you've broken up, gotten back together, etc. The one thing that you both know is that there's a place for you and a place for them in each other's lives. The next card you have is something tangible. Look at that. Something tangible that's going to happen throughout the month of, I'm hoping it's for the whole month, but this could be beginning, middle, end, last for an hour, last for a day, etc. This is a tangible situation. So something that could come to fruition. And you have the Ace of Cups. This is love. The Ace of Cups is love. The Ace of Cups is happiness. This is excitement. This is new beginning. So if you're single, this is butterflies in your stomach. This is an exciting new realm with somebody that could definitely come to a big fruition. And you guys have needed this read, because they haven't been like all lovey-dovey at all. And this one is extremely like right in the realm of where I kind of felt when I needed to push the reading up that like we needed to see this, or like you guys needed to hear this, because you're like on the precipice of should I, shouldn't I, what the heck is going on? So if you're single, definitely there's somebody coming in. Again, it could be one or two people, but I think you'll narrow it down to one pretty quick. And like I said, the Ace of Cups is that new beginning, that butterfly feeling, that meeting somebody incredible, meeting somebody that, you know, you want to take to this level, that you feel this with. Okay. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, this is a new beginning between you both. And this is a love. I feel like it may build off of a friendship. Like I said, with this, I don't necessarily think that you guys are going to be like, oh, let's get married right now. I feel like this is we both understand that we need each other, not, and hopefully not in a codependent way, but in a need because there is so much love there. There's so much caring. There's so much my stomach right now is just like that heat, that clenching, but the good clenching where it's like you don't want to live without them, and you're fine if it's just you guys being friends and hanging out for a while, because you know, like, you have a future with them. Does that make sense? Like, you know, in your heart, it doesn't matter if it takes 6 months for you guys just talking, being close, being near, like, you don't have to force anything into the future right now. The next card you have is how you're feeling throughout the month. So it could be in the beginning, middle, end. But again, this is internal. And with the Ace of Cups, I feel like the tangible situation is just a connection with somebody. I don't think it's going to be any, like I said, anything grandiose. It's just going to be connecting with somebody. Now, whether you're single or looking to reconcile, if you're single, the 10 of Pentacles is about a stability. So you've had a couple of stability cards here. So if you're single, I definitely feel like this is what you've been needing. You've had a lot of unstable relationships or unstable starts with people. This is a wealth. This is an excess. This is a legacy. So this is you going, hey, I want to see, I see my future with somebody carrying on for generations. So this isn't just short term for me. This isn't just friends with benefits. This is the real deal. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this legacy. I'm ready for this wealth of love. I'm ready to give my love to somebody. So this is game changing for you guys. This is a mentality that maybe some of you haven't had in a long time because you've been kind of stuck. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, it's very similar. This is you saying, okay, I want to be with this person. I don't know for how long. I don't know if we'll ever get married. I don't know if we'll ever have kids. I don't know if we'll ever do anything, move in together, whatever. But I know that we want to be together for a long term. This isn't short term for you guys either. This is something that you take very seriously, that you can see this future with them, even if you don't have all the puzzle pieces, even if you don't know which direction you guys are going to go, at least you feel like you know you're going to go together. The next card you have are your hopes and your hopes and fears for the outcome of the month, and you have strength, which is Leo's card. So you could be dealing with a Leo, which is interesting. You came up as a clarifier in their read. The Chariot did for Cancer. Leo is strength, but it's also about connection. So I think whether you're single or looking to reconcile, this is exactly the same. This is you keeping strength in connections. If you're looking to reconcile, once you guys have some sort of connection or some sort of communication, your main concern will be keeping that connection alive, harnessing that connection, flourishing that connection, watering that connection, whatever you want to say, in order to keep the growth alive, because you don't want to lose that connection again, and they don't either. And if you're single, this is a connection that is so strong. You almost feel a little powerless towards it. You're not sure exactly what to do, but it's just going to flow, right? I feel like it's just going to, I feel like it's just going to move in a really, like it's going to be succinct. You're not going to have to, it's going to be drama free for the majority of you.